Now, why in the hell did he do that? I already knew what the result was going to be. You know how many stories I've seen and heard so far about MJ the Black Cat? About what happens when you trash talk him or you piss him off in any way, shape, form, or fashion? It don't never turn out good in the other person's favor, bro. It never turns out good. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Damo Love Sportsman, and we back again with another reaction video, man. And today we got MJ back in the office, aka Mad. We got the GOAT back in this thing, man. And today we finna be reacting to the day Michael Jordan destroyed trash talking rookie Kevin Garnett. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, man. If you love sports, this is the place for you. Make sure to smash that like button, man. Hit that like button with that three-piece combo with that leg, thigh, neck, biscuit, Mike Tyson style for your boy. But without further ado, let's get right into this video, man. Yes, sir.
Dunked on everybody.
If there's one rule in the NBA that every rookie should learn, it's this one. Don't poke the bear. Whatever you do, please, just don't trash talk Michael Jordan. February 27th, 1996. Kevin Garnett was 19 years old. All energy, all swagger. Isaiah Ryder was red hot, torching the Bulls for 20 points. The Timberwolves, within 6 points of the greatest team in basketball history after 3 quarters. And then, KG opened his mouth. He didn't whisper, he shouted. He hyped up Ryder with Jordan within earshot. Keep going at him, he can't guard you. And just like that, Michael Jordan took it personally. Kevin Garnett was about to learn the most important lesson of his career. In February 1996, the Chicago Bulls were no longer just a basketball team. That was in the past, because they were so good that they had transcended the sport. Everyone had heard of them, and with a record of 50 wins and 6 losses at that point in the season, fans knew they could set the best record in regular season history. Of course, they did. Why? Michael Jordan had finally returned from baseball. Just a few months after his return, he was already leading the NBA in scoring. But he wasn't alone. At his side was not only the best version of Pippen, who, without MJ by his side, had become an absolute monster, but Dennis Rodman, the Bulls' brand new signing, was now also wearing red. But there was one night when none of that mattered, because basketball is a 5-on-5 sport, where any team can win if they score more points than their opponent. Enter the Minnesota Timberwolves, a young, hungry, bold team. A team that believed it had drafted a once-in-a-generation player in Kevin Garnett. Not only was he talented, but he was all bark and bounce. They wanted it all, even though at that point they were nothing. Although, sometimes it's better not to rush things, because when the atmosphere heated up in 90s basketball, the same team always won. Yeah, I'm talking about the Chicago Bulls. February 27, 1996, the Minnesota Timberwolves visited the United Center for a game that everyone predicted would be unwinnable. Their 16-38 record was laughable compared to Michael and company's 50-6. But the Wolves, and more importantly, their star Kevin Garnett, were more motivated than ever. The television broadcast showed the stats of Minnie's 2 young stars. Isaiah Ryder, better known as JR, was the perfect sidekick for a star like Garnett. And from the moment the referee threw the ball into the air, he wanted to prove it. However, MJ, as everyone expected, had other plans. He proved it with the first ball he touched in a game. Michael combined with Luke Longley on a give and go, and after cutting, he let out a scream that could be heard all the way to the rafters.
Now, before we end up hearing what Michael exactly did to Kevin Garnett and the Timberwolves, how many points do y'all think? And don't cheat either. Comment right now. If you don't know, if you know, obviously, then you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all probably already know. But if you don't know, comment down below how many points you think Michael gonna have after Kevin Garnett start running his damn mouth. Y'all let me know how many points y'all think he gonna have. Man, it's crazy.
To get his teammates' attention. The result? An easy dunk for the best player in the world. Garnett, for his part, was trying to prove in Chicago that he was ready for the Bulls, but he ran into a wall named Michael Jordan, who swatted his shot to show KG that he was just a rookie. Even though he was already a veteran, MJ continued to progress in his game. Every day he got better, more lethal, and he was unstoppable from his beloved mid-range. If he got to his spot, there was nothing you could do. Contesting the shot was useless, but Garnett would soon prove his talent on the other side of the court. He was able to shoot off the dribble from the post, a skill that was not common among big men at the time. Now, the tension was palpable in the game. Jordan stole the ball in the Wolves' backcourt, and although the referees called traveling, he completely ignored them. It was like a message to a team that should not have had a chance that night. But Isaiah Rider, another young and talented scorer for the Timberwolves, was showing his stripes. Guarded by MJ, he went into attack mode that night. He always showed respect for the Bulls legend, but he also showed a desire to compete. Michael would soon warm up as well. Right after that, he stole the ball from Rider and threw a perfect pass to Scottie Pippen, who got the and one. Moments later, Jordan found Dennis Rodman with another great pass after a defensive lapse, who ended up getting a layup. MJ was already setting up the entire Bulls offense, but Rider was still cooking. Off the dribble, 2 defenders. I don't care. I'm gonna get that bucket. Not only that, but taking advantage of Jordan's rest, KG also wreaked havoc in the Bulls' paint with plays like this one. He post up, turnaround jumper, and money. Right after that, he knocks down a midi. Man, the Wolves were starting to feel it. It got to the point where Phil Jackson had no choice but to put Jordan back in the game. And on that first ball he touched, using his touch from mid-range, he buried a long 2 in catch and shoot. Right after that, following a handoff from Dennis Rodman, Jordan goes right to get just enough space for the fadeaway. But the defense is close, very close. So close that they foul him. Of course, MJ scores the shot anyway. Although right after that, Rider responds again, using his physicality against Michael. Those Wolves were much tougher than their record suggested. Michael was forced to keep responding, leading the offense and making good decisions with the ball. He even dared to attempt some no-look passes. But just when you thought you'd seen it all, he reinvented himself again. Look at the incredible pass he makes to Rodman, drawing multiple defenders. Not even Dennis saw it coming. On the other side, Rider continued to attack MJ again and again. And the truth is, he was doing well. But with 3 seconds left in the first half, Tony Kukoc buried a buzzer beater from 30 feet. The man passed on a wide-open Michael Jordan. And not only that, he made the shot. At halftime, however, Chicago was only up by 3 points. Jordan's efforts were only enough to keep the Bulls in the game. They needed an even better version of their superstar if they wanted to keep the W at the United Center. However, in a few minutes, something would happen that would make Michael go off. MJ came out in the second half with the same mindset, sharing the ball and throwing authentic dimes to players like Rodman, who also got the and one on this play. But man, Rider was possessed. The Bulls assigned Scottie Pippen to him on some plays, and he couldn't stop the high-flying shooting guard from UNLV either. In fact, the Bulls also tried Harper, and it was still the same. Isaiah was on a mission, to the point that Jordan was forced to look deep in his bag to stay in the game, draining rare three-pointers from the right wing. And above all, he kept dishing out assists, like this pass to Steve Kerr, who was able to drain the corner long too. With 1 minute left in the third quarter, Michael was able to return one to Rider with a precise fadeaway shot from 16 feet. Right after that, he knocked down yet another midi, this time from the right elbow. You could see he was starting to warm up, but 15 seconds later, Rider would respond again with a bank layup from the low post. That said, Michael would have the last word, scoring a bank shot from 16 feet once again. Now, at this precise moment, you can listen to how Kevin Garnett lost the game without even playing the last quarter.
One of my favorite MJ story is, since this is out there, we're in Chicago. You know, it's my rookie year, the second half of the year. You know how you're not caught on now, right? Now you got your little 1-2 moves, you getting them off right now. You got some confidence, right? So I'm in that. So I'm in the wave. I'm playing decent. I'm starting whatever. However, we get to Chicago. Ronnie was just in the bad crash. I haven't had no sleep, so I'm on a getting back to the go. I got about 70 people at the game, the hood in here. We all in here, right? Anyway, I'm playing, right? But JR is having a good game. You know, JR Mike.
JR Rider.
Yeah, JR Rider. Shout out to JR Rider, right?
Easy Rider.
So I'm like, so as we come out the timeout, just I'm on, y'all. I can't even explain it. I was just like, keep killing that, killing that, boning them, straight up. You having a good game, Joe. Keep going. But it was on some like just fly by, like he was like, yeah, you too. So as I'm walking off, right here. Mike can hear me, but I don't really give a fuck. So I'm like, so I double back like, yeah, man, keep killing that nigga, yo. You killing them. So as I say that, I feel it. Hands on hips, legs locked. Then look, stabbed me for about 15 seconds. Now MJ on the back leg joint, you know.
Leaning on you.
Like,
is that right?
Okay, yeah, huh? I can't even really describe the next like 6 to 7 minutes of play, y'all. In this next 6 to 7 minutes of play, y'all, we get 2, not 1, 2 10-second calls. You know, when you bring the ball up, you gotta get across half court. 2 10-second calls. You know, when you bring the ball up, you gotta get across half court. 2 10-second calls. We down 25 now. It was just at 2. Mike had 18. He had like 40 now. JR, myself, we ain't scored in like about 4 minutes. And I subbed like 3 of the starters. Like, it's just finally flipped. It got bad quick, yo. I come to the joint, and they know this. When you come and you've been on the run, when you not got back on the floor, got back, had to rebound, and you feel like you on defense all the time, you come to the bench like this. So I was like, JR, man, my bad, dog.
Now, why in the hell did he do that? I already knew what the result was going to be. You know how many stories I've seen and heard so far about MJ, the black cat, about what happens when you trash talk him or you piss him off in any way, shape, form, or fashion? It don't never turn out good in the other person's favor, bro. It never turns out good. He tried to tell that man, you destroying MJ, you whooping his ass, you on his ass, you doing your damn thing on him. And then gonna double back and repeat it to make sure Michael heard it. Michael leaned on his shoulder and let him know something like, oh yeah, that's what he doing? Like bet, all right, watch this. Them boys got destroyed. That is crazy in the last 6 to 7 minutes in the fourth quarter. That boy said they was down by 2. That shit went to 25. Man, that's insane, bro. That's insanity right there. Can't trash talk the GOAT, man. You can't do stuff like that. You can't do things like that. Come on, man. He should have known better. But he was a rookie, doing rookie things, you know.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. He like, it's cool, man. I told you, just shut your ass up, man. You know. So you got in between the Gatorade there where you like, damn, and next thing you know, we over there like this. That's it. And Mike came down. Okay, young fella. Okay, young fella. Y'all, damn, young fella. Never talk shit to Mike ever again in life.
In a way, Garnett was right. Ryder was playing one of the best games of his life against Michael Jordan. But as soon as he heard that MJ had heard the rookie's comments, he knew his night was over. Isaiah already knew that. You didn't have to trash talk Jordan. You had to keep your distance and respect him. And KG had crossed a line that he should never have crossed. Michael started the last quarter attacking like a madman, like someone possessed by his ego. And on the first ball he touches, he already draws the foul to get to the free throw line. Moments later, he draws another foul on Kevin Garnett that sends him back to the line, where he scores another 2 points. His desire to shut Garnett up was so big that he was doing everything. Look at this play. He grabs the defensive rebound himself, then brings the ball up, then stops to swish a 3 from the top of the key. The Wolves have to call a timeout. Although, realistically, it wouldn't do much good, because Michael Jordan gets the ball and something incredible happens. He's been guarded by Kevin Garnett, something that made him even more determined to score. He drives and then proceeds to knock down a fadeaway right in his face. Moments later, he receives an entry pass from Scottie Pippen while prowling around the paint. And what does he do next? He drains an absolute circus shot before the perplexed gaze of the Timberwolves' big men. It seemed like a show directed at one person. Now, that show was still going on. Jordan combines with Pippen on a give and go, only to return the ball with this ridiculous pass that finds Scottie at the top of the key. And with Michael's show in the last quarter, the game came to an end. Kevin Garnett would never trash talk Jordan again for the rest of his career. The Bulls were only leading by 6 points at the end of the third quarter. That's when the infamous trash talk between Kevin Garnett and Michael Jordan took place. At the end of the game, They were leading by 21. MJ had destroyed the rookie who crossed the line with 35 points. A lot of them came in the fourth quarter, but that, in the end, helped Kevin. Because in the NBA, there are some players that, yeah, you can mess with. You can even intimidate. But there are others you can't. You just can't. And Jordan is one of the latter. Michael and his Bulls went on to win the ring a few months later, laying the foundation for the second three-peat that Chicago would win in 2 years. Garnett, on the other hand, wouldn't play in the finals until 2008. It would be on another team, surrounded by other players, and most importantly, with Michael Jordan already retired. That night, the Bulls legend showed why the most important rule in the league made sense. He wasn't going to let a kid trash talk him and get away with it. With that game, Michael showed the new generation that they would still have to wait until he was gone. Because as long as Jordan was with the Bulls, no other team could win a ring. So, is this your favorite Michael Jordan trash talk story? Of the dozens that players have shared in interviews and podcasts, which one is your favorite?
Okay, yeah, he's at the end of the video. But I'm gonna ask y'all that question. Y'all let me know any recommendations. What's your favorite trash talk story you ever seen Jordan in, or anything like that? Any recommendations of any videos you guys want me to see? Anything, any new things you guys want me to bring to the channel? Remember, this is y'all channel. I'm supplying what y'all want and what y'all need. So anything y'all need and y'all want, y'all let me know. You feel me? But yeah, man, y'all let me know you guys' thoughts in the comment section. Make sure to like that video. It's free 99. But it's what Damo Love Sports. And I'm out this thing, man. Peace.